against me, then ask for my help. Go get out your feelings and get it yourself. Might got the same shoes, but you ain't gon' step. That shit that you just put out, you could've kept. Yup, she got a nigga, he got a shirt. Why? You can't compete when you can't.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, hit that bell, turn your notifications up. So I guess I'm finna just go ahead and tell y'all my little situation, my biggest debt in life right now. So, one day I decided to go finance me a vehicle, a Kia Optima 2018. It was around $20,000. I was paying a car note on it every month, about like $398, something like that. Paid that for about at least a good 18 months, Not really sure exactly the amount of months I was paying it for, but it was a decent amount of months, Was going to work in the vehicle and everything, doing what I do on the weekends, just enjoying life, and everything. And one day I decided to go to Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan is where they steal cars at like crazy out there in Detroit, Michigan. So one day I decided to go to Detroit, Michigan, and, I had stayed a night out there at Legend Breed Crib. Kia boys decided to get me, you feel me? Took the whole car, broke into it some type of way. Luckily, I didn't have my camera up in there. That was the main thing. But I did have my car note money up in there, you feel me? I had $400 in there flat just to pay the car note. And that was like a setback right there, you feel me? Because getting your car stolen and the car note money all at one time, I wasn't prepared or ready for that, you feel me? So I didn't even have insurance on the vehicle. That was the main thing that messed me over. Not having insurance on the vehicle, because it was my promise that I was going to have insurance on the vehicle when I, financed the vehicle at the dealership. You sign everything. Yes, I'm going to have insurance. I'm going to pay the car note. Woo, woo, woo. But I was paying the car note and I didn't have insurance on it. Vehicle was stolen on a Friday night. Contacted the officers and everything, trying to get help with the situation. They wasn't having it, because basically you had to go to their station just to see anything about your vehicle that's stolen. They wasn't coming to you. Now, in my city, Pontiac, Michigan, that's way different. But we talking about Detroit, Michigan. I had to actually go to their station to get help with my vehicle. They would not come to me. So that took a lot of time. Vehicle probably was stolen about 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke up about 8 a.m. and, 9 a.m. seen what was up and everything. But, report the vehicle stolen and all that. Woo, woo, woo. Next thing you know, vehicle is found by Sunday night. 4 bullet holes to the car seat. Well, no, actually 4 bullet holes to the actual car itself. Damage to the car seat. It was bullet holes on top of the roof and everything. My son's car seat was missing and all that. Like, that whole situation put me in a crazy debt. That's the whole purpose of this video, is to tell y'all, like, that whole situation put me in a crazy debt, because, like, not having insurance, then the vehicle getting stolen. Once I got the vehicle back, what they call that? The thing that's up in the vehicle, the airbag was already, busted open and everything, like, out. So it was like too much to repair to even get the car fixed to be able to drive. Because if I was to drive the car, through my city or wherever I'm at, I'd probably get pulled over, or officer asked me what's going on. It just wasn't, up to date to drive anymore. So I surrendered the vehicle back to Alley Financial. Alley Financial. I called them, gave them the address where to come get the vehicle. They came and towed it. When they towed it, I had owed 19,000 on it, around 19,000. They took that balance down to $16,963. That's what I owe Alley Financial right now. $16,963. That's what I own right now, right? That's my only debt in life, like, if owing anybody, you feel me? Cause I try not to owe anybody, you feel me? I be a man of my word and pay back anybody I owe. But this situation was just a real sticky situation for me right here. So I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, if we go pay it off or file bankruptcy again, or, try to do some credit repairs, I'm in the midst of either credit repairs or bankruptcy, you feel me? Either them two, because it's a real sticky situation, But this whole situation would never even got to this if I had insurance on my vehicle. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm just a YouTuber, going through things out here just like these other YouTubers, You got YouTubers that's, facing evictions and everything, and YouTubers trying to get their life together and all that. But, this world try to, predict and call you what they want to call you and call you broke and all that. I'm okay with being broke, because my broke and they broke is two different brokes, you feel me? I'm broke for the right reasons. I done paid my bills. I done, got some groceries. I got another car to move around in to get me where I need to go right now. And we also, dealing with another car note. We got credit acceptance. It was very hard getting that vehicle after my first vehicle got stolen, Alley Financial, so hey, it might be a lot of YouTubers on here that owe Alley Financial, but I know I owe them, $16,963, which is not a lot, It's not a lot of money to owe somebody, but I mean, it kind of is, but it's not a big problem. Put it like that. We ain't finna make it seem like it's the end of the world or the world over with. You feel me? We just gonna move smarter, move better, and move different. You feel me? It was a life lesson, if you ask me. A life lesson. Because when that vehicle got stolen, just imagine if I had insurance on it. Just imagine if I had insurance on it. And just in case you thinking or want to ask me about the Kia, I said Kia, but if you want to ask me about the Kia settlement, I already done tried that, you feel me? I'm still waiting to see what's up with that, you feel me? I gave them my VIN number, but they was saying that my car wasn't fit for it, but I think it is fit for it. So, hey, what I do realize is it's okay to, bring your problems to YouTube, because YouTube, sometimes got the answers. YouTube, tell you what to do, or, this solution or that solution, you feel me? YouTube done helped me a lot when nobody else could. So you can't be scared to let somebody else know what you're going through. But that's my only biggest situation. If somebody was to say, Dari Promo owe me some money, that's the only person that can say I owe them some money. It's Alley Financial, you feel me? Alley Financial, we owe them around 16 bands. And like I said, 16 bands, that can be wiped down to zero any day, you feel me? Any day. So we not sweating that. We not sweating that at all. We just moving better, moving different, doing things that's, smarter and not harder, working easy, getting it done, you feel me? Real talk. But I wish I just would have kept insurance on that vehicle, because things would have been way different. I wouldn't owe what I owe them right now. They would have repaired, everything that had happened in that whole situation if I had insurance on the vehicle. But me not having insurance, that messed up everything. You feel me? So now I'm left with a debt around 16,000 because somebody stole my vehicle, but I didn't have insurance on my vehicle. You see how life can be when you're not following the rules or doing what you're supposed to do? That's why it's best to do things right the first time and make it easy on you. You feel me? So make sure y'all drop some comments, hit that like button, subscribe, let me know y'all situations. If y'all, owe some car notes out there, or, you got you any type of debts, or you know how to work your way around things, you feel me? Because, hey, it's one step at a time for you, boy, We still making life what it is out here, They say when life give you lemons, make lemonade. Make lemonade, y'all. So I'm out, YouTube. I appreciate y'all tuning in to this video, you feel me? I just thought I'd let y'all know you ain't the only one that owes somebody. You ain't the only one that owes somebody, you feel me? But I'm out, YouTube, you feel me? Make sure y'all drop some comments, you feel me? Hit that like button, hit that bell.